Alright, what's up guys? So we're back today. Today we're going to be actually switching up, working on the 944. We're going to be fixing on this car this little thing right there. A little too much wheel gap for me, so we're going to be lowering this right now. I also have motor mounts that I got to put in it 'cause it's a little bit shaky. And yeah, probably just lowering it. If you don't know, these are on torsion bars. So on the rear, you can pop out the torsion bar and then just turn it a little bit, put it back in, and that'll lower the back end. The front, I am just going to cut the springs because that's how we do it over here. But yeah, so I think it'll look pretty sweet, especially with the new wheels and stuff that I got on this thing. So I'm going to pull it on the lift right now and get started on taking off the whole rear end. You got to take off the rear subframe, brake lines, obviously the wheels, and then the e-brake line. But then after that, it all kind of just falls out the back. So hopefully it shouldn't be that hard, but yeah, let's get to it. So we're skipping forward a little bit just to get all like the random stuff off that you need to take off. So you just got to take off both axles, which is pretty easy. Just got like six bolts on each side, pop them out. And then the brake lines that I took off was right here. So it's a little connector right there. Same thing on this side. That way when you drop it out, you know, the brake lines aren't catching. And then you need to take off the e-brake line. So you just take off the end of it on the inside, and then it just slides out this little hole right here. But yeah, that's all I took off. So now it's literally, like I said, just 4 bolts. So you got this one here, and then this one here, this one, and that one up there. You take off all 4 of those, and the whole rear subframe should drop. So let's see if we can get that to happen. Alright, so I got every bolt off. Sorry about the time lapse, I forgot to angle the camera down, but you get the idea. I took all 4 of those bolts off. Now I got a couple of jacks underneath the subframe, and I think the only thing holding it in now is pretty much just the bushing. So I'm just going to try and pry it out, and yeah, see how it goes. That was just a piece of wood. Alright, well, that is how you take the rear subframe out. Now we have to take this apart, and then you twist the... Which section do you twist? This part, I believe. So you take this off, and then twist it, put it back on, in turn that lowers the car. So yeah, let's get to it. Alright, so it's the next day now. Pretty much at the same spot. So I just connected the 3 bolts here, and then the one that holds this on both sides. This whole thing pops out. Now you have to take off these 4 bolts here. 3? No, 4. Yeah, 4 bolts, and that'll like detension it on both sides. And then we'll mark where it's at right now on here, and then do the same thing on the other side, and then we'll pop it out, twist it. I don't know if I'm going to do 1 click or 2 clicks yet. We will see. pencil instead, so hopefully that should help be able to see it. I already adjusted that side. I'm gonna go with 2 clicks just cause send it, but I'll show you how to do that here real quick. It'll be a little tough, but hasn't been moved in a while. But you can see, I think so, it's just splines. So then you pretty much take it, put it back in, and you can just feel it grab, and then just kind of turn it to where it feeds in still. So kind of a pain with that. That I believe is 3 splines, so that we don't want. That one right there. That should be 2 splines. One more. I just like to make sure that, yep. You can see here, I have 3 of them marked. So that was our starting, oh, hang on. That's our starting point. 1 spline, 2 spline, 3 splines, so I'm gonna go with 2. It's probably gonna be a little too low, but you can always adjust it with this plate afterwards too. So we got the subframe back in. It's just bolted on. I can't get to the back nut that goes on these because the lift's in the way. But I got everything else bolted on. So now I'm gonna put the wheels on and lower it down onto some blocks just so these back arms will come down. That way I can tighten up that back bolt. Also, then I can see how low it is, because looking at it right now, I don't know if I went too low, which I may have, but well, let's lower it down and see. Now is the test. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, it doesn't hit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude. Oh, that might be too low. Oh my god. Well, I think it's probably... I don't know. Oh yeah. Let's see if it'll rub. Holy, that is low. Oh my god. Dude, I've had a lot of low cars before, but nothing like that. That does go crazy though. Alright, I'm gonna get it on the lift and mess with it a little bit. Alright, so we got the rear end back together. I got the axles and the exhaust back on. I messed with it a little bit, but it's about the same as it was. I rolled the... I didn't really roll it. Did it the old-fashioned way. A little bit right here just to push it in a little bit so it hopefully doesn't rub right there. Got the front coilovers out. These actually come, I don't know if these are factory, but it has camber bolts already on it, which makes me happy because if I want to match the back of it, I am definitely going to need some camber on the front so I don't rub. But yeah, these are easy. These are just 2 bolts here, 4 bolts up here, and they just pop right out. You don't need to use a spring compressor for these. There's like no tension on these springs, so I just literally took the impact on them and it just popped off the top hat. It wasn't that hard to do. I'm gonna start with, let's see, 1. So 1 would be there, and a half. I'm gonna start with 1.5 coils. Easy as that. Alright, so I got the front the front shocks back on. Ended up just taking another half spring off just because I don't feel like doing this again, but I think I'm probably going to have to. Well, let's see where it sits. Oh, I don't know what that was. I think that was just the coil setting on the actual top hat. I'm definitely gonna have to go lower. Alright, so this is the first drive. Well, I don't hear it rubbing right now. I'm gonna pull up to a spot and we can see how low it looks. Alright, so that is how it turned out. I'm probably gonna lower the front a little bit more, but the back is like tucking. The front's also tucking a little bit. I'll probably do another half. I'll probably do it tomorrow. Just take another half off of it. Yeah, it definitely looks so much better though. It had crazy wheel gap before, and surprisingly, whole way here, nothing rubbed. So we should be good to go. So if you're looking to lower your 944, there's a way that you can do it completely free. Just gotta have the tools and stuff, but yeah, it turned out sick. I'm excited, but yeah, that's pretty much it. We will see what's next on the car, but that's it for now.
Can I call you Rose?